Hey, it's Bruce. I'm hauling a little freight today. I'm here in McCall, Idaho. It's a couple 3 hours drive or a couple hours drive from where I live in Loman, Idaho. And I thought maybe I'd stop and show you well, what I was hauling. I'm hauling a water heater on the back of my escape vehicle. And I'm here representing Buffalo Airways at the McCall International Airport. But some of you have seen this plane before. I know because maybe it was on Plane Savers that I first saw the first picture of this that I knew about. But I stopped here today just to see if it was still here, and it is. The old girl's a little rough, but from what I can see is sound enough to save, Mikey. The wings are here. Ailerons are laying over there, one of them. I don't know if it's both of them or not. I think it's just one of them. The end of this wing needs fixed and some damage there, but it's not super bad. Fixable as far as I can see. Probably one of the worst things that happens to this poor old girl is they get 4 or 5 feet of snow here that stays all winter, and that ends up laying on these wings and setting on the poor old girl. It is blocked up off the ground. I didn't even look to see what was going on with the tail wheel. It has a big, the tail wheel got tore off. That's a bad thing. Yeah, it's pretty good damage there, but not beyond repair. See where the tail wheel mount goes down, and evidently it must have hit pretty hard at one time, because I don't know, looks like it folded plumb up into the belly of the plane. I don't know if that's exactly what happened or not, but looks like coulda did. It says it was from the U.S. Army. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of sad to see it sitting here still. I wish somebody would save it. I wish maybe someday. I've never got to ride in a DC-3, and it's always been a fantasy of mine even to fly one someday, but I guess it's getting long enough in life for me now that I sure would like to just go for a ride in one someday. But I saw a fuel tank, and I don't know, this might be the oil tank here, but this appears to maybe be ailerons. I don't know, whatever it is, it's no good. But I don't know if there's anything in there a guy could use or not, but it goes off over that way into the pine needles. Pretty sad shape. And maybe a fuel tank there. I don't know for sure, but it's a sad thing for this thing to be just sitting here. I know when I first saw this picture of this, it's been some years ago. I don't know when it last was. Anyway, I'll walk around this way, and then I'll so like I said, we're at the McCall International Airport. The tail is not damaged. Doesn't appear like there's any work to do there. So Benjamin won't have to fix the tail cone on this one. Oh, wait a minute. It's dented. Oh, a little bit of hammer work, that'll come right out. Anyway, one of the other reasons I stopped was that This is the airport. The McCall smoke jumper base is just down the road here. And this is one of the places that Miss Montana flew in and out of with while she was in service for the Johnson fly-in service. And I might stop and take a few pictures and maybe a little video out in front of the old hangar there. It doesn't say, unless they preserved it for the historical value. I didn't notice it when I came up, but it used to say Johnson Flying Service right on it. They were based out of Missoula, Montana, but they did fly out of here, out of McCall, quite a bit also. Anyway, I'm going to be praying for this little girl, that she might rise up again. I don't know if you noticed, Mikey, but looks like the hamburger door got covered over. But I took a picture of it. I'll zoom in. It does have a cargo door, Mikey. Mikey, it has a cargo door. Amen? Yeah. So maybe Buffalo might pick it up. It'll be a chore. But like Ronnie says, she'll fly again. We can only hope. Okay, you know, one thing I will say, the climate here in Idaho, other than being a little snowy here in this particular place in the wintertime, it's a dry climate. So I don't know that there's a lot of extra moisture or anything getting to this. Well, anyway, it's sad, but Lord only knows if it could be saved or not. I'm not an airplane mechanic, but I see value there for sure. Okay. You know, when I left home this morning, I didn't even think about stopping here until I got here. And this community, you know, I love Idaho, and the central Idaho. I live in the central mountains, and so I love the history as well. But I didn't even think about this plane and stuff until I got here and saw the airport again. And I go, when I was getting ready to leave this morning, I go, what shall I wear? I should wear my plane savers hat, but it just gets so hot in the afternoon, I didn't want to wear a black hat, so I wore the buffalo hat. I wore the rod. Forgive me for not, I'm trying to make a plane savers video, and I didn't wear my plane savers hat. Anyway, but it's a buffalo hat. Well, here we are at the McCall smoke jumper base. And that's their smoke jumping airplane. I'm going to insert in the video here a picture of that Basler DC-3. I assume it was a Basler anyway, a turbocharged DC-3 that landed in the airport that's just 25 miles from me at my place at Loman, Idaho. It's a little state airstrip in Garden Valley. Well, yeah, it is. It's a state airstrip, but it's right next to the part of the Emmett Ranger District, the Garden Valley Work Center for the U.S. Forest Service is at the east end of that runway, and I'll put a picture in here, insert it of that Basler, like I say, I assume DC-3 that was there at Loman, oh, some years ago. It was a beautiful picture. And this is the retardant base. Right here they got a retardant base here as well as the smoke jumpers. You can see the